For those of you who don't know, I'm from Australia, also known as the land of spiders, the guy who punched a kangaroo, and of course, laser beam. Besides that, there just isn't a whole lot happening on our big deserted island to keep us entertained while we, you know, dodge the wildlife.
What's up, Skip? Hey!
That is, until recently. Hooray! Now, I'm not sure how up to date on recent events you all are, but for those of you who prefer to shut out to the horrors of modern life, you may have missed the fact that the 2024 Olympic Games just wrapped up. And oh boy, was it a banger. Not because Australia came fourth, only to be pushed out of third place last minute by Japan, which, by the way, is the most interaction we've had with them since they bombed us in 1942. But hey, they gave us Alice in Borderlands, so we'll call it even. Please make season 3, I need it so bad. No. It was a banger because the International Olympic Committee, really professional name by the way, decided to add a bunch of quote-unquote exciting sports to lure Gen Z into watching a bunch of sweaty fit people exert themselves on their phones. Now that's a tough sell, because when Gen Z normally watches a bunch of sweaty fit people exert themselves on their phones, it's for their special alone time. And the Olympic Committee is not about that life. Don't believe me? Just ask the athletes' beds. Now, what's considered an exciting new sport? Some of the events they added include skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, and of course, breakdancing. You might be able to see where I'm going with this. Australia went on to win 2 gold medals in skateboarding, thanks to our endless supply of Newcastle stoners. Quick side note, we actually won 0 gold medals in surfing, which is incredibly strange for a country that hands out surfboards at beaches because it gives you better odds against the angry water puppies.
Started getting pulled underwater. Felt like I punched it a couple of times.
But who cares about that? We're here to talk about the breakdancing category. You see, Australia has never been the best in the world at, well, anything. We only had the 12th largest economy, narrowly beating out South Korea by 0.1%. We rank 10th on the Happy Country Index, probably thanks to all those disco biscuits. That's one way to get a jawline. We don't even have the most unaffordable city in the world. We can't even be properly. Someone should probably check in Hong Kong. But if there's one thing Australia is good at, it's having a little giggle. Being the offspring of ancestors who were shipped over here as prisoners, left to rot on an island full of things that want to kill and eat you, coupled with the yucky, unaffordable modern day housing crisis, it's given us a, bit of a funny bone. We take great pride in pulling harmless pranks on the rest of the world. A prime example of this, the drop bear. If you haven't heard of a drop bear, I don't blame you. It's mainly told to unsuspecting backpackers who spend 20 hours flying to a remote country only to be psychologically tortured by the locals.
They came bounding over.
What is a drop bear? Well, it's a cousin of the koala bear, sharing similar traits, except the drop bear is a carnivorous creature with sharp teeth and tends to be triggered by foreign accents. They really like to drop down on backpackers and, well, doing the opposite to a big friendly hug.
Sorta.
Of course, this is complete nonsense and no such creature actually exists. But if you walk up to any Australian looking like an obvious tourist and you ask, hey, is that whole drop bear thing real? They will swear up and down, yes it is, and you should definitely attempt putting on an Australian accent to avoid being attacked.
Oh, he's fucking yours now.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
no fast.
Okay. We've been told that this is quite a dangerous bear that's been known to attack. Just been handed it.
The point is, Australians dedicate a lot of brain power towards causing chaos for, really, just for the sake of it. But how does this tie into Olympic breakdancing, I hear you ask? Well, when the Olympic Committee came knocking at Australia's door, we spun the mystery box and pulled out Rachel Gunn, also known as Raygun. Get it? Mystery box? Raygun? I'm here all week. When Raygun hit the stage, everyone went quiet, eagerly waiting to see what a woman named after one of the coolest wonder weapons would bring to the table. And oh boy did she deliver, with sick moves like the ADHD kangaroo hop, the f***ing water sprinkler, the snake, maybe? And of course, that thing Homer Simpson did in that one episode. Scoring a mind-blowing absolute bonkers score of 0, everyone was shocked. Was this really Australia's best? How could sending a middle-aged white woman with a background in ballroom dancing possibly go wrong?
Raygun says that in her training, she really emphasizes the importance of improvisation, and she's learned just to let her body take over in the battles.
Like that. You see, I'm convinced this was all planned by some deep dark secret organization, probably full of kangaroos and people necking VBs. We've just witnessed one of the greatest marketing campaigns ever to grace the clouded dead eyes of the youth. I mean, who wouldn't want to come visit the country that produced one of the most embarrassing attempts at modern breakdancing by a very potentially wine-drunk Karen? Don't believe me? Nope, fair enough. Hey, Adele, what's your opinion?
I can't work out if it was a joke, but either way, it has made me very, very happy, and me and my friends have been ourselves laughing. Lols, it is so funny. Anyway, it's my favourite thing that's happened in the Olympics this whole time.
Okay, look, that being said, a lot of people are upset that Raygun scored a free vacation to Europe on the Olympics dime, or that her husband was on the selection panel and she's secretly a Nepo baby. But I just think it's hilarious that this whole fiasco was such a disaster that they cancelled breakdancing for the 2028 Olympics in LA. Imagine, a whole new sport is added to the Olympics to drive up interest among the youth, and then boom.
Great success!
A huge amount of press for the Olympics, spikes in the Gen Z target market, only for them to get upset and just take it out of the next one? Did Australia mean to ruin breakdancing in the Olympics? No, not at all. Was it one of the funniest things that happened in 2024 so far? Yeah, kind of. Is there anything wrong with just having a laugh instead of taking everything so seriously all the time? I don't know. Stop asking me so many questions. I do know one thing for sure though. I'll be watching the Olympics a lot closer from now on. And I bet you will be too.